Howdy folks, how are you doing there? I'm playing some more Satisfactory today. Oh, look at that! So, the sun is coming up right at the start of the stream. I did not plan that. That's a pleasant coincidence there. Have a nice sip of coffee. Oh shit. Well, that was slightly less serendipitous though.
Hello there.
One down a Downing Street, full to go.
Thank you very much, Tau Alpha. Thank you for the 6-month sub. Congratulations on the new little skull there. Fight Al, you coward. Never. Never. I refuse. Oh, okay, so we got a lot to do. I've been putting this factory together. I've got all of these tubes. Everyone likes the tubes. The tubes are super fun. I put in a couple of new ones. So this tube goes down to smelting.
Hello there.
Coffee.
Thank you very much, P_Dubium, for subbing for 6 months as well. Wow, a lot of 6-month subs are coming in. Everyone's gonna have nice little silver skulls. What else is new? I don't know.
Hello there.
Will you be voting for Bernie in the primary?
Thank you very much, Fedi, for subbing for 6 months. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to vote. I will never vote for Bernie Sanders. Never. Oh, look. There's a hype train coming in. Sub gift or use bits to get to the next level of the hype train. Because trains, as we all know, have levels. I'm not really... I don't know.
Hello there.
No.
Thank you very much for Vane Crowford for subbing for 6 months and completing the hype train or something. Doing something. There we go. We have a we have a level 1 train. Well, fucking great, eh? They said it couldn't be done. And now we've got 4.5 minutes to get to the next level of the train. I would do it like adding cars onto the train. You know? I've been on a double-decker train. Yeah, I have as well. Some places in Europe have them, don't they? They're very fancy. So this platform, it has limestone coming over to it, and it's going to be concrete. And then a level above is going to be those special types of reinforced beams. You know the ones. So this one is copper smelting on the bottom. It's only like half in.
Hey, or what the hell is a hype train? Also, Bloomberg is a Republican.
Thank you very much for the sub, Goose. Yeah, I don't know what a hype train is, but we've only got 3.5 minutes to get to level 2 of the hype train. Imagine if we don't get it. We'll all feel like fools. And then there's a wire down there as well. And then up here, I put in a few machines making these, which are, of course, stators or stators. And combined with the rotors we have over here, these are some machines making engines. Wait, motors they're called. I don't think you have the voice to do this hype thing. No, I was about to try to go into a patter there, but I got exhausted on the intake of breath, so that doesn't bode well, does it? And only one of these 4 machines is on right now because they suck rotors and stators out of the factory quicker than I can produce them because we're only making a few. because we don't have the resources right now to mass produce them. However, we are making a whole bunch of motors. They are rolling in. What I did to get all these was just turn all these machines on just for a bit, just to drain the factory of parts. And they drained the factory of parts very well and turned it all into motors. But then I disabled them. Because we're making 16 rotors a minute, I think. So if we turn on 2 of these, we're losing 4 rotors a minute out the rest of the factory. There's only 90 seconds left on that hype train. If you're gonna sub or donate or anything, what you should do is wait until it goes away, so we don't get to the next level, and I get to not look at it anymore. Oh, for fuck's sake! Thank you very much, Coconut Gun, for subbing with Twitch Prime and making it sort of dangerously close to the level 3 hype train. Who knows what wonders come with the level 3 hype train. Thank you very much for the bits, Tau Alpha. Now let's just chill it there. How about let's get this thing gone.
Hello there.
Fuck.
Thanks to you, Sean, I've caved in and bought this game. Now I see conveyors in my dreams. We need more iron for Iron Rod 67 efficiency.
Power slugs, where are the screws? I left my cables at the hub. I haven't even unlocked Col yet. Thank you very much for the sub, Legacy. Yes, this game is, it really gets in your head, doesn't it? And thank you very much, Ravane Crowford, for the bit. We are now on the level 3 hype train. Very similar to the previous 2 levels. I don't know what does this do? What does it do? No one's ever explained it to me. It was probably explained to the partners at TwitchCon, and I just wasn't listening or something. Which I was honestly probably like, well, that sounds ridiculous. I'm not going to pay attention to that. But now it's happened. It's to drive engagement. Am I not naturally engaging enough that we have to inject these artificial elements of... Oh, thank you very much, Tau Alpha, for the bits. You get emotes or something and Sean gets money. I don't stream to make money. Very grateful for... I'm gonna get fired, aren't I? I'm very grateful for all the support and everything. But I stream to blow off writing. When writing gets too stressful or boring. The screen needs to be 100% covered with flashy, noisy things to retain audience engagement. Oh, God. This is all true of the regular audience of people who stream video games on Twitch, who are like hyperactive 12-year-olds who need a set of car keys jaggled in their face at all times, or their heads explode. I like to think my audience is a little bit, not much, but a little bit less terrible than that. Look how far we're piping this limestone over from. Thank you very much, Red Johanna, for subbing for 6 months. Thank you very much indeed. You have car keys, get jangling. Yeah, or just like fireworks going off and GIFs and memes. I mean, I've been playing for 10 minutes, I haven't even done anything. I'm just walking about, sipping a fake cup of coffee. Something else I had to do. This is getting into a bit of a problem now. I doubled up the pipe here and over there, and then doubled up the amount of coal generators we have on. Yeah. But even that, because obviously we've added some new smelting and manufacturing here, even that is like, we're pushing it, you know? It's constantly in danger of going off. And I'm not sure we're gonna make, like, with having to set up oil manufacturing, I'm not gonna show, like, I don't think we're gonna make it. This is the skeleton of what's gonna be extra copper coming into the copper smelting. And we can send this iron and this iron over here, over to the iron smelting. I think that's how I'm gonna set this base up, is just once I know where all the inputs are, like iron input is over there, copper inputs on the other side, then we just hook everything up via belts. Limestone inputs here. I love that you're sliding under things while casually holding your cup of coffee. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? You can also climb like halfway up a ladder, look straight up in the air, and drink the coffee. It's a magic cup. Yeah, all the clips in that thread are beautifully crafted. What thread is that? I can't see right now. Whee. Okay, so I'm anticipating the factory going off, unfortunately. Dan Olsen's Twitch parody things. Oh, they're great, they are. They're really funny. Okay, so unfortunately... Hype Train success. You received a level 2 Hype Train emote. Let's share that. Choo Choo Hype Bigfoot 5. What the fuck is that? What? I can't even identify what that's supposed to be. It's just some pixels. What the fuck's that? What? When would you ever use that? Like, oh yeah, that conveys what I'm thinking right now. What a load of shit. Where's my car? Right. Thanks for the trash, Twitch. Yeah, what the fuck are they?
Hello there.
Now that the hype train is over, I can click this.
Thank you very much, dude, for not artificially expanding the whatever that was and subbing for 5 months. No offense to whoever drew those emotes. Of course. It's pieces of a train that look like Bigfoot. I mean, it's not though. Is it? That might have been the brief. But that is not the result. Whee. Thank God you can't damage your belts. So I realized I forgot. One of these is a pure node, and then one of them is a is an impure node, which is gonna mess me up. Let's see. So this is impure. So the bottom one is impure. Let's just double check the other one's pure. Hang on, what were the numbers on that? It should be 60, but boosted to 120. Yeah, 120 a minute. If you're using Ubot, you can block the hype train. Even if I did such a thing, I don't think I could admit to it, being a Twitch partner and someone who's supposed to drive engagement with those sorts of rubbish things. Wah! Wah! So I can't tell anyone to do that. Okay, so, and this one should be just 240 without boosting. So that's 360 limestone we have. Okay. 360. Sean, do you support the death penalty? I do not. Tune into my next video to find out why. Alright. So we need to put in concrete manufacturing, don't we? And then another... Oh. Let's sneak under. I like sneaking under. And then we need another level up there, and we need that level to be making the encased steel beams. Have you considered directly making a eugenics video? Yes, I have. I'm not going to right just this moment because it's just something I don't want to think about. And the sorts of things you have to do, right? I'm like, well, I could capitalize on this recent eugenics talk because that would be really good for engagement if I made a eugenics video on the internet, which already feels like a gross thing to talk about. But then I was like, no, wait, but in the future, there's definitely going to be another instance of someone talking about eugenics that I can use as a springboard to make a eugenics video. So don't worry, eugenics is here to stay. Like that, I'm thinking about it like fucking YouTube trend or something. Ugh, it sucks. Someone linked the bell curve video to Doc and said, you won't watch it. It's the world we live in. Like eugenics in a big way. Boo eugenics. Well, I need reinforced iron plates. Where the hell are all my reinforced iron plates? I've put a box somewhere and filled it with crap and then forgot to pick the box up. Which is a bit of a problem. The tubes are good. I like the tubes. Yes, I'm a big fan of tubes. The disturbing thing for me with the recent eugenics talk was people just conflating it with selective breeding, which it is not. It's not just selective breeding. Like, you can do that, but that is not what eugenics is. Over here, right? Yeah, these are the machines that make those. No, they're not. But they do have 100 each in, so let's just steal some of these. Oh yeah, it's the level below we do these reinforced plates, isn't it? Yeah, that should be enough. Righty-ho. So, the bottom one is this one. This is 120, this is 240, right? I mean, it's not really going to matter right now. Concrete. Let's see. So, let's tab over to my calculator. So, one of these uses 45 per minute. Divided by equals, okay, 5.3. So 6 of these can just chew through this one. And then the other one would then have like 3, right? Yeah, let's just do it like that. This is all we're going to need for like quite a long while. Dawkins decided to put his foot in it. Yeah, between Dawkins and Neil deGrasse Tyson, we really need to have Scientists need to shut up. It's not true, but a lot of scientists need to shut up. Sort of pop scientists who know about one thing but know jack shit about anything else. So they're treated like they know what they're talking about for some reason. And you'd think it's so easy to just do the Carl Sagan thing, right? You just say inspirational quotes about space and shit. That's all you have to do. Pale blue dot and all that. I could nail that. Just some sort of vague, inspirational piece of crap quote about how big space is and how small we are, so we should all get along. And people go nuts for that. They love it. But they just can't help themselves talking about fucking race science and social justice warriors and whatever else. Just shut up. Yeah, this is not a chill stream, is it? We need an evolutionary biologist who's famous and not a championship. Stephen Jay Gould. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately. 15 per minute. Unfortunately, Gould died. Which is very sad. I'm running out of belts as well. And we haven't belted the thing over here yet. God, we're going to have so much concrete though. I didn't know that Dawkins grew up on, like, was it in South Africa? In, like, a colonial farm or something? Well, that's wrong. I'm feeding into the output there. This has to go down here. In these, yeah. Jobber spotted that. Never gonna get it all out. There we go. Get off the belt, you. A waste of perfectly good limestone. Alright, so splitters. Wonder if I'll have enough. I'm not gonna. Let's see, 12, 9. Yeah, I did. That's enough to get these machines on anyway. Something feels wrong here. I can't quite identify what it is just yet. Let's go and get some more. If you started on your Canyon oil project. No, oil is still off the cards, unfortunately. Oh, speaking of. Oh, hang on, but I don't have encased industrial beams. That's what the next thing was about, right? Yes. These are made out of pipes. That does me no good whatsoever. There's nothing on this level over here. Our input is so low that, like, you know, this is just going to be steel beam production in the future. But we can only have 4 machines on right now. There we go, we can grab a few. So this thing, I just put near the steel beams for now, because we need 1,000... No, wait, we need 2,500 of these for the next level, which are made out of the cubes and the steel beams. And since they make 2, it means that we need 1,250 cubes. So I put those in a box. We've chewed through quite a lot of them. And then I hooked this up to the steel beams, meaning when we turn this, like these 2 things on, they will produce the rest of that. And then we'll just have that sit there till we need to plug it into the space elevator. But that's not going to be for a very long time, because we haven't even unlocked the next 2 bits we need to make. What's making your power? Coal? Yes, I'm on coal at the moment. I have 2 little coal plants, which are kind of at capacity right now. At least with the water. I'd have to run another pipe, but I'm running out of space in the oasis. So I really should set up power somewhere else. If I can get oil and then get the oil power plant without having to set up another coal power plant, that would just make my day, it would. Alright, so merger. Alright, so they're all hooked up at the back. Meaning we can just run this straight down for a bit so we can put in more machines if we need to. Same with this. There we go. We'll set up 2 big things of concrete storage. But this is going to produce way more concrete than we need for now, I think. Oh, I didn't hook these up. I would never have noticed that as well. Never. I'd be like, why are we only producing half of the concrete? Just completely blanking on it. I've been watching a show. I've been watching BoJack Horseman, which I've never seen before. But I think it's very good. I'm stuck. Ah, shit. Oh, no! Oh, that's not right, is it? There we go. Have you tried overclocking your water pumps? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna have to do, yeah. But I'm also limited by the throughput of the pipes, which means we'd need to put yet another pipe on top, you know. Bojack is surprisingly good. It is, yeah. It's very good. Very strong characterization. Ah, look at that lonely bag of concrete there. Right, now let's tell the rest of these things what to make. And hope the power doesn't trip when 9 extra machines come on. Did I hit them all? Yeah, they're all pumping, aren't they? Great. I just realised the reason my Twitch sub wasn't available because someone else had linked my Amazon account to their Twitch and I've been stealing it from... Jeez. Well, that ain't good. Sorry to hear that, Enrich. Okay, so we have infinite concrete. No, that's not true. All right. Let's see. What do we actually have here? So we have 240 divided by 45 equals 5.3, but we have 6 of those work in that belt, which means that there is one machine they're all going to be a little bit like not running at full capacity. Like one of them is going to be running at only like 30% capacity or 1/3 capacity, basically how it works out. The other side has 120 divided by 45 equals 2.6, so one of those is going to be running at 2/3 capacity. So what I'm thinking about doing is going and overclocking these to just push it so all these machines are running full. Just so I know definitely what I'm working with here concrete wise. So times 6 equals, we need 270, which is one full belt, which is lucky. That's exactly a belt. And then we need the other one to be 135. So let's do that. Let's go overclock those machines even further. 270 and half of that, I guess, 135, right? So I'll just remember 270. I did mathematics. It's gonna really be a power draw. I mean, I could just hook up the other, like there's a limestone node not that far over that way across the river. But it'd be a pain in the arse. There we go. It's 135.6. An extra 0.6 of a limestone every minute. Lucky us, eh? Come on, you piece of crap. There we go. Is the oasis too shallow for pumping? Some of it is, some of it isn't, and of the bit that isn't, I am really pumping. Ah, okay, done. Go away, you. Okay, so that's those belts full, which means we have all of these machines shouldn't now be working at 100%. Eh. 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 You should be able to overclock the pumps to 250 without losing water, but at that point they'd fill a full pipe each. I mean, I guess that, yeah, if I overclock them, then that sort of solves the space issue, doesn't it? But you can actually see the pumps over there. Since we could, you know, run fewer pipes. Off few machines. Oh well. I'm happy to be closer to the concrete anyway. That feels nice. I'd pretty much vote for every Democrat over Trump with the exception of Bloomberg. I feel that, yeah. Like, something more dangerous than Trump happens to American politics then, which is, it's the realm of billionaires. Like, exclusively. People who can just buy it by dumping their own personal fortunes into political advertisements. Like, that is worse than another term of Trump, I think. Like, the possibility... Well, you're rolling the dice on 2 terms of Bloomberg there as well. Today's Chapo was saying the exact same thing, Sean. Was it? Oh, right. How impressive of them to have come to the same opinion as the almighty Sean. That's how I'm going to choose to look at that. Oh no, we're out of concrete. Wherever are we going to get more? Right here. Right here. Did it. I sucked it up and voted for Hillary. Yeah, I mean, when people complain about people who are like Bernie or bust or their particular candidate or bust, like, everyone is to a degree. Like, everyone's got a cut-off point. You're not going to vote for the Zodiac Killer just because they happen to share your party alignment, are you? But, like, so there's obviously a blur, like a line somewhere where people are like, I will vote for anyone who's of the same party as me, except that person. And it's just in a different place for each person. And for a lot of people, that includes Bloomberg, and I don't blame those people at
Hello
all.
there.
I'm more interested in Bernie's bust. Lower old man necklines 2020.
Thank you very much, Kaleidoscopes12, for the message. I'll say. Why are we talking about Ted Cruz? Should have seen that coming, shouldn't I? You could make totally glass factories now, because we can make glass floors. And also totally glass walls. We could just... Wow. How amazing, eh? So we got a lot more space for more concrete if we happen to need more concrete. We can hook up more limestone. So now, like, this one's running 100%, but what we also want is this one to eventually be running at 100%. So this efficiency thing should tick up by 1 every so often. Is the hope. Every so often. Yeah. I mean, what's going to happen is, like, these ones will run slightly below, like, that's at 80%. But what will be happening is these ones are very slowly filling up. So this will be at 100, because it's earlier on the belt. Then this one will fill up over time to be 100. And then the belt will back up, and then this one will be getting fed. So we just got to give them time. So 9 by 15 equals, we have 135 concrete per minute, which is exactly half of one belt right now. That's not bad. Turn my light on. And so we pipe this upstairs, and we can get cracking on the next level of the factory. Speaking of, though, we need a floor, don't we? Foundations. Stairs could be anywhere, couldn't they? That's the problem. There they are. There we are. Right. So, what we have here. Let's experiment with windows over there. I don't actually like how that turned out though. Now what we need is steel beams over here. Steel beams are currently being made on that floor over there. So obviously we just put a belt straight across, right? No, that's silly. We're going to have to come through one of these other two factories. Let's take a look at assemblers first though. So encased industrial beams use 30 concrete per minute. But we don't want to use all of it because we need concrete to back up for building projects and such. So we say 120. Yeah, so we could just make 4 of these machines, couldn't we? The problem is they also eat a lot of steel beams. So 24 per minute. We need to see how many we're making. Alright. Let's get over there and have a look. I can foresee needing to increase steel production at some point, but... Imagine running out of power, then you can't get up your factory because you only built those pipes. Yeah, that's what the stairs are for. That happened to me earlier. That's why the power plants are all doubled now. Because the factory just died and I was stuck. It's like, I had to like walk everywhere. How disgusting. Alright, so this is motors. Where am I even? Oh, I'm trying to get down 1 here, aren't I? Yeah, so we have 4 machines outputting 60 a minute, but they're not all running at full, unfortunately. No. Curses. They're all running at 2/3. Or 1/3. So I feel like we've got 2 of these. We've really got 30, say. Which is enough to run like 1 encased industrial beam thing. Unfortunately. What am I doing? It does need to go over there. God. I'm like, don't need that splitter. But I do. We don't need this spot. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we send it down 1 level, I guess. So, I mean, we could have even used that thing over there, couldn't we? I mean, why not, right? Yeah, so I just came and deleted all of this for no reason. And now I need it back again. Okay, great. So we come in here, but up top, and then run it round the wall. And then we got to cross it over to there. God damn. This is where you get into the spaghetti parts, you know. And we'll do that right here. Oh, it's going to have to go outside, I don't know. Your floor appears to be on fire. Unfortunately, the smelter's down below. Kind of obscure building up here. I mean, you got to turn them off so you can see what you're doing. So otherwise, you're just like, ugh. Okay. So I'm foreseeing this one, and then there, this one here, gonna have to run it through this, unfortunately. But then we can just go along here like this. Oh, it'd be easier to just feed in directly above the thing, wouldn't it? Yay, laziness. Now, logistics. Gonna have to run it just around that pole there. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Let's put the walkway in. This is going really well, I think. We're minimizing the spaghettiness of it by hiding it all behind the walls. The great reaping of what was sown shall commence. I don't want to take pleasure in the fact that a bunch of people are going to be miserable and they did it to themselves. I don't want to do that. Okay, iron plates. But considering that it is going to happen either way. The pig fucker has a lot to answer for. Hey, the Tories stayed in power though, right? So he did his job. You can't say he's not a good politician. Which is the greatest insult you can attack anyone with. Okay, so this hookup now should be the last piece, right? Let's just get ourselves to a place where we can actually do that. What? Oh, right, yeah, could do that one first. I always do this the wrong way around. Okay, so now it should be going all the way down. Can't see because it's very flat material. It's making it over here though, right? No, it's not. Or if I just ran faster than it. I have run faster than it. It is indeed coming in. So honestly, right now, all we can really do is one of these, right? If we want to like save up any of the two materials. Which is, you know, it's alright. Don't mind just doing one, but feels a bit sad. least we'll have something, you know. And then if we put in more of these, you know, obviously once we've got more steel production, then it'll just run down the center like this. Like that. And then this will have to be a merger. Which will also have like a bunch of machines past it. So we leave space for those. And then we put in a storage box over here. And there we go. Where can I steal some power from? I mean, I wish this was a double-sided. I don't know if that'll break the game, though. If I put one where there's already another one. Well, let's try. Yeah, that's not hooked up. You gotta put them both in at the same time. But I'd have to go over there and reroute everything. Why don't I have a... I should have a walkway here. There we go. Okay, so I would have to reroute this whole pole. However, on the other hand, if I'm just very lazy, just there we go, like that. Not a problem. Right. We'll just never look at it ever again. And there we go. So let's see, production constructor. How many of these? So I have 2 of these machines. So I've basically got about 30, which means that's us, isn't it? Because I can't use all of these on encased beams. Given that, we need to store some up for the space elevator project. So this is us for now on these. I mean, I also remember a hard drive with a much better beam encased industrial beam recipe, which we just haven't unlocked. Where does the space elevator go? I mean, you can't go up it, unfortunately. Judging from the name, I'd say it goes to space. Okay, so we need 100 of these for oil processing, unfortunately. Which means we need to come back in 10 minutes. Or thereabouts. When this will have made 60. So, like, yeah, we'll come back in about 15 minutes, I suppose. When hopefully the thing should have our 100 beams, along with what we've happened to have in our hands, which is 6. Ugh. Thought I had more. Okay, so we need a power pole. Turning all that on. Let's see, our highest. We're clear for a little while. We're probably good. Oh, nightmare. This is how you're meant to use these tubes, right? Well, what's next? We have sort of rudimentary encased beam production. The good thing about having even just one machine doing it, though, is it's going to do it constantly. Which means they'll sort of... now we've got concrete, you know, rolling in. We can kind of just get rid of this now. Go away, concrete. We've got you. Reliably in the base. The one thing I don't have is pipe production set up. I have not done that at all. So that's something we'll have to do. Other than that, though, kind of doing fine, I think. We could collect the other things for oil processing. How about? Let's do that while we wait. So we need 500 of these. We need 50 motors, which should be easy to get. And then 500 pipes. Holy crap. These pipes are great. These are great fun. And really cut down travel times as well. Alright, 50 motors, great. 500 pipes. Where do I have pipes? Going into these starter machines, right? Yeah. So I got 200, 300, 400. $500, and I accidentally picked up one. I saw a clip from Dan where he'd built an enormous pipe all the way up into the sky that immediately came all the way back down and just spat someone out. And you covered a huge distance. It was really funny. And then tried to land in a lake but died because the water was fake. Total parts received 1,000 of 150. It's not right, is it? Okay, so that's everything other than the encased beams sorted out. 50 motors and 100 encased beams is really mean of a step. When you get to this point, you wouldn't have automated production of either of them because you don't need them for like anything prior to this step. So you basically hit tier 5 and 6 and then you're like, okay, now I have to actually build the factory. Oh, we're so close. gonna need a electronics factory as well, unfortunately. We're getting into the bit where it's really changed now. Like, I have no idea how any of this crap works. Just not a clue. And you get so many new things: circuit boards, plastic, rubber, fuel, just all on one. And then this gives you heavy modular frames, computers, modular engines, and adaptive control units. Like, this is, it's just a massive dump of stuff. You're gonna need to build so many factories. Yeah, basically. Well, we need another floor for handling oil and electronic stuff, circuit boards, plastics, and so on, going into computers, going into supercomputers and radio control units. So that's like another one of these. Or can even be done above the concrete, because I'm not planning anything else above that encased beam thing. Like, so that could just be handled up there. We'll have a think about it. Then we need quartz. We need quartz processing and turning into crystal oscillators and whatever else you make out of quartz. Then we need a nuclear power plant, so uranium processing. So that's at least another 2. We'll put the nuclear power plant a little ways away, eh? Just so we're not constantly poisoning ourselves by being near it. They're the only other 2 I can think of right now. Oh wait, electronics, quartz, and then power plant. What are the other builds? There's at least something else I'm forgetting about here. Something that it's bauxite, is it called? You need that for something. Mm-hmm. Aluminium. Oh shit, yeah, we do need that. Yeah. That's what you use bauxite for, isn't it? I think. Yeah, I remember that. Put the box down the other end. $63. We could just help this thing out. Alright, machine. You're a little too slow. Is that really how? Aluminum. Of course, it really should be aluminum. We both say it wrong, I think. That's probably not true. Just said something very authoritatively, with no evidence to back it up. Alright. yoink, yoink, yoink. So 9 more. 100. Ah. Bug fix. Cut that down to like 50 for the first time. 100's really cruel. Post that on Twitter and you might finally fulfill your desire to get ratioed. It's technically happened before, but it's always been one of those, you know, hey everyone, what's your favorite movie, sort of, or recommend me a video game to play. One of those. And it's our ship here, yeah. But I've never been ratioed over an incredibly bad take. Oh, hang on. Gotta hit the button.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked.
Yay.
Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery. Caution. This is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
Farewell. Well. Hey. Oil extractor. Okay, so they're 20 each. The refineries are 10 each. Luckily, we're sorted for the motors. We're going to need to set up production of these things, because, you know, I'm going to be fucked otherwise. I assume we're going to have to be making a lot of pipes. Ratioed. I'm glad I don't understand this Twitter lingo. It means your tweet has more replies than likes and retweets. Yeah. So everyone shouts at you and no one agrees with what you said. Basically. Oh, so we can't even... Let's see. So this takes plastic and rubber. Plastic and rubber. Plastic and rubber, plastic. So you're locked into getting oil up and running before you get a chance to do anything else here. And I have no clue how it works. Okay, so oil extractor just outputs oil, looks like. Refinery outputs two types of thing. Well, I also haven't set up cable production yet. I run out of that. So there's just a box of both of those things. Let's go get motors. Need to think about what we need here. Then not special, hang on. Organization. These, so we'll need some of those cubes, which I never learned the name of. Let's grab some cubes. Brilliant. A whole bunch of copper pipes. And then a whole bunch of encased beams, unfortunately. Take 700. And then we need a whole shitload of concrete as well. This is more stuff than I'm going to be able to carry. Let's start filling the car up with stuff. Let's put all the pipes in here. And also the motors and the wire. Right, inventory on the car is pretty good. Let's go and grab a bunch of steel beams, because we need those for conveyor belts and also to make into encased beams if we have to. Wait, that's wrong. There we go. And then we fill up the rest with concrete. Yep. Pretty good traversal there. Happy with that. And while we're setting this up, this machine will have had a chance to at least put some of these. Yeah, 47, that ain't too bad. Just gonna have to handcraft a lot of them, given that each. Hang on, wait, I'm typing the word D and walking forward somehow. Ugh. Stop it! Stop walking in that direction! Oh shit, I'm locked to it now. I can't stop. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to make so many of them. Let's craft those before we go. Why did I take this craft bench up? Let's see, we can make 120 with what's on us. But we'll have to use all of our concrete, and we need to use that to build infrastructure. So let's clear out our inventory by making a bunch. I ran out of tea. We make 100, that should do us, right? And then of course we have to put down 5 oil refineries and it just vanishes, but until then. This isn't going to be a one-way trip either. I'm going to like set up some and then come back over and like see where we're at with it. Okay, great. Do any of these? Yes, refineries need pipes. Good job, I remembered to check that. We can steal some pipes from here. And then just regular rods and plates, I think, would also be good. Plump. Quicker to go through here. Cough, cough. probably good, power-wise. Since I got the space. We go upstairs one, grab some rods, and I think that's us. That's plates. Curses. There we go. I play solitaire with real cards. In fact, the only person I've met who does that is my nan. Which is fine. Let's put some concrete in. Okay, so we got the oil over there and the oil at the sea. Which would be better? One of the versions I know I learned from my nan. Yeah, it's a very nan thing to do, isn't it? Damn, there's actually like quite a few more nodes down this way, isn't there? We can hook all those up to the factory. Once we get the better belts, just run around replacing belts and hook up more inputs. We'll be laughing. Try not to crash the car with all the stuff in it. Oh, I've done that before. I like rage quit this game once because I got stuck in like a poison swamp. Just like my car just bugged out and got stuck on a rock. I was streaming that as well. So I think this oil is closer actually. It's not that far away, really. Now, it really depends on whether or not I need a water hookup. We also have some wildlife to, we'll say pacify. Sounds nicer. We just knock them out, really. They wake up later. It's like Pokemon. Fucking hell. Enemy that knocks you back 50 feet instantly. Git. Give me your organs. Where's the other ones end up? Jeez. They're gonna need those organs when they wake up. It's like, you know, they've got like 5 stomachs and 3 hearts and so on. They don't mind if I borrow a couple. Hehe. I like those guys. Alright, so what are we looking at here then? Four. And then that's the others over there. I swear I can hear monk chants in this game. Just occasionally. It sounds like ambient audio recorded at a monastery or a big cathedral or something. You know what I mean? It's a bit creepy. Alright, so let's see how this works then. One. Fucking cable. Alright, so we gotta deal with this crap now. 240 per minute is the target production rate, meaning if we overclock one, it can fill a pipe. That's not true, but it could fill a pipe to the point where we couldn't run another one down it. If you overclock it to 150, it'll overfill a pipe. Will it? How much can go down a pipe? Oh shit, it's less than I thought, isn't it? I was counting for 600. Let me see. Prototype. Okay, that's not much help. Let's have a look at a... How is everything I need always in the car? Let's have a little look. It's 300. These just output at 600 for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so each one can fill a pipe. Now what this means is... I'll leave that beacon there for now. Shit, though. You can push pipe throughput with pumps. Yeah. The max is 300 though. It's 60, not 600. That says 600. I don't know what that means. Sorry, Shadowbound. Right. Try putting a pump on it. Will that change anything? Let's see. Well, we can't see, unfortunately, because the no power thing blocks that, which is annoying. That's how much it can push out. Yeah, we're working with 120 here. So with overclocking these, we'd need one pipe for each one, wouldn't we? Without overclocking these, we could run 2 down 1, which would mean 2 pipes. And that would be 2 pipes going back to the base? Or what? Oi. Some very low textured rocks here. Ow. Ugh. Jesus. So, now that we've got rid of that. Oh, look, they can do those. They can stand up. That's so cute. So, our options here are to run this back and refine it near the factory, or do it here and then run back whatever the output is, you know. I think I want to run it back to the factory. Need some more motors so we can have a look at what these make, right? So let's see. Big old oil refinery. We got 2 different types of in and 2 different types of out. That's confusing. What can you make then? What the hell is that? Residual fuel, residual plastic, residual rubber. Okay, a byproduct. So this produces plastic and heavy oil residue. Polymer resin? What? That's new. Fuck. Plastic's way different now. Water. Something growling. What's growling? busy. What the fuck? So it looks like production gives you byproducts now. Polymer resin and heavy oil residue, which we need to store, and then we can use that to, like, we can make residual plastic out of it and water, out of that and water, and we can make residual fuel out of the, how about out of something else, who knows. Whatever, that's just a storage problem for now, and then later we'll figure out what to actually do with it. So what we need to do is multiple trips here, unfortunately. First we need to settle on a route, then we need to run power, get these things turned on, then we need to run the pipes, and then make sure the flow rate works. So settle in. So first we come past the S, then we just need to get through here. Is that a cave over there? Who cares? So we just need a big enough place to get 2 pipes through, like this works. And then we got a little hill to go up. And then it's mostly flat, right? Once we get to here, we just build across. So we either go up at the start and then straight across, or we just like come across and then go up at the end. And then we need a place to actually produce all of this crap. It's not as big a job as I was expecting. Our main problem here is going to be running out of pipes. Shut up, you. Does this work? I mean, I don't think so, but we can take a look. This one's kind of in the way, unfortunately. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it will be 8, 9, 10. I think this is just about too tall. It is, indeed. Can we cheat? We cannot cheat. Oh, look at that. It's not even, it's nowhere near to it. Alright, so it needs to go somewhere else. Where can we put this plant? First off, one thing we are going to need. If only a little bit.
Hello there.
My aim opposed to eugenics, but I think it might work, is inspiring a lot of questions already answered by the shirt.
Thank you, Frontline Caster, for, ooh, congrats on 6 months as well. align it with the second floor. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? We just go up higher and give it longer legs. Yeah, let's do that. That's cute. I like that. Okay, so what I came over here to do first things first is we have a blank floor up here which is going to be cable, but right now is nothing. So we don't want to put anything through here. But I can tell that we're going to run out of one thing as we go here. So I'm just going to very quickly make some pipes or sheets or whatever the hell they're called. Thwomp. Really good noise. Like, this isn't even actually copper sheet production. This is just me throwing something in very, very, very quickly so that we don't run out of it. Copper sheet, copper sheet, copper sheet. Why I'm doing this in such an incredibly ugly way. You're gonna have to forgive me, I'm afraid. Where can I... There. That'll do. Wait. There we go. Copper sheets. Wonderful. Because we are going to be running out. And we got concrete over here. Which is nice because we're going to need a lot of that. Foundations. I keep clicking on stuff when I'm walking and it just locks you into a walking thing and it's gonna make me die at some point. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. I feel like I might need more space for oil than just one 10 by 10 grid, you know. It's a possibility, isn't it? What I'll do is I won't build that way from this one or that way. That way. We can, if we have to, make this larger. Make it a 20 by 20 or something. Nice. Let's grab a little bit more concrete. And we'll be laughing. I get downstairs here. Are there physics? No. You can put stuff floating in the air. I just put the supports there because I think it looks bad if you don't have the legs, you know. It's just personal preference, that. Let me just scoot back over to the main box to open up a little inventory space. We can get rid of this little factory car for now, can't we? Let's just pop it in there with the other one. The factory car is very cute, but it's not really, it doesn't do us much when we're not actually in the factory. Whee. I'm gonna get over there. We don't have a way over on this level, of course, so we've started one higher. Which I don't know why I didn't think of that. I'm just silly, I suppose. Hehehe. Elon Musk should stop trying to build stupid impractical car tubes and build impractical people tubes like these. I wouldn't trust Elon Musk to do anything. I said on Twitter, thinking I was making like a clever prediction, it's only a matter of time before one of those AI cars sees someone and thinks they're a parking space and runs them over. And then I got linked news stories like, no, that's already happened. It's like, oh. Right. that sucks. That's so bad. Have you ever considered going on Trash Feature? I don't know what Trash Feature is, unfortunately. Alright, so, oil. Rudimentary oil, probably, for now. This is probably going to have to be a platform that is... It will end up being 4 times the size of this one, I think. But for now, it works. So, without overclocking those oil things, we can run 2 down 1 pipe. So we just need to run 2 pipes over here. They've had Ollie a couple of times. It's a podcast. Right. I don't really like podcasts. I mean, I like listening to podcasts, but I wouldn't ever want to be on one. I don't think. They make me feel sick. That's not true. It's just not my scene, I don't think. I need more concrete. God damn, you use a lot of concrete in base building. Well, let's get some more concrete then. Annoyingly, we need some to get up there now. Sean's YouTube vids are already 90% podcast. Yeah, I just, I could do one if I felt like. But I'd have control of it, you know. I don't like the idea of being on someone else's podcast. They'd edit it so I sounded like I was making fart noises instead of talking. It's a fear. Oh well, look at this thing. The Cav podcast, oh god. Any day now. I'm just going to bin all this. It just happens to be in the way. Right, there we go. There we go. Big legs on this one. It's a good sort of base we've got here, in that it's very expandable upwards, and once we get the level 2 machines and faster belts and better miners, you don't need to actually swap out any of the infrastructure. We can just speed the belts up, speed the machines up, speed the miners up, and then everything just happens a lot more quickly, which is great. Okay, so oil's going to be coming to here. This fluid network's going to take a lot of power, though, unfortunately. Where's our car? Over there. The Mark II machines might not be happening. I thought they were in already. You can run coal gens off the byproducts to get more power back than oil processing requires. Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. We could use the oil, because you can make coke out of it, can't you? And you can run coal generators off that. It's too much water though. It'd be tough on water consumption. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much more water nearby. I've got the, I tell a lie, I've got the bottom of the waterfall over there. Whee. Oh, hey Casey, congrats on getting partner. It was well deserved. You run a good stream. Yeah, so if we need to, we got more water over here. But I kind of just want to go for fuel now. Because what you can do when you've got the fuel is go and set up on some other coal patch. And then just build just a big fuel plant. Alright, I'm gonna have to leave the car here. And we'll go around the right side of this machine.
Hello there.
Ah. Thank you very much, Tiggerix, for gifting us over to Casey. can stay here for now. You've been playing for 2 hours. I like that. That functions as like a chat bot.
Hello there.
Thank you, Tiggerix, again for gifting a sub to 80 X-Men. It's very kind. Am I going to have enough cable here? I haven't played Neo, is that how you pronounce that? I've not played that. But I know a bunch of people who speak very highly of it. So we aim for this gap in the wall here, don't we? Which, thank God there's a gap, because otherwise we'd have to pump everything up and over. Although it'd work out the same. I guess it has to cover that height anyway, so it's either multiple pumps on the way down. We just got to keep an eye on the, what's it called, the head clearance or whatever it is. Shit. Some people think Neo's better than Bloodborne. I think Sekiro is better than Bloodborne. Head lift. I think that's what it's called. As long as we keep an eye on that. Ugh, it's quite a track, isn't it? But
Hello there.
yeah.
Let's mine some dirt.
Thank you very much, RMRIC0. I am not going to be mining any dirt. Ugh. Well, something's in my way. I'm going to run the power through this gap so it doesn't get in the way of the things later on. What the fuck is that? That's just bullshit. Grr. There's all ones of those up top as well. Well, I can't fit through myself, but we can walk around. Oh no, it's one of the big ones. I did run it over twice before, so I can get why it's angry. I don't think it can pass through the wall though, so we're probably safe. Where are all these bugs coming from? I killed them all. Grr. Wee. New Jenny vid. Jenny Nicholson? Really? Oh yeah, I forgot I watched the backer cut, so I thought I'd already seen it. It's like another one, but it's just a full release, isn't it? I'm a fool. I met a friend of Jenny Nicholson's the other day. And they were talking about their friend Jenny, just like the whole time, and I was like, I don't know who that is. And it took me ages to piece it together. I was like, oh, Jenny Nicholson. Right, yeah. Alright, these things on. Wonderful. We got crude. Neat. Okay, so now what is going to be the remaining hour of the stream begins, which is me placing these supports. And then running until that happens, and then putting down 2 more. If I was friends with Jenny, I'd always talk about them as well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jenny Nicholson. I've met a lot of YouTubers and Twitch people in my time as an internet person. And I'm not saying I'm not fans of them, because I always am. But I don't tend to get very like fanboyish, you know. Even if I really respect someone's work and enjoy it a lot, I can easily get into, well, you know, this is the person, not, you know, the persona sort of mode. It's probably easier for me because I do the same job. I was thinking about it's an interesting sort of spectrum of respect you get being like a YouTuber person, because either people are fans and as such they're like blown away by you in a way that can be quite uncomfortable and feel undeserved, or when you say you're a YouTuber, people assume you're like taking the piss and or you just don't have a job, and that's the thing you say because you don't want to say you're unemployed. So there's like no middle ground. It's not like saying, oh, you know, I just work in an office where, you know, no one cares. It's like you're either it's like very selective fame. Respectrum. Thank you, Lexi, for finding the pun. How do you even just work in an office? What do people even do in offices? Mainly they try and cover up that they're not doing much work, in my experience in offices anyway. Depends what sort of office, of course. If you're in a call centre, you work like a dog. It's an odd phrase. Okay, so what are we doing here? gonna need all sorts of pumps and crap. There we go. So that's 2 hooked up to what is the bottom one. There we go. These will be pumping out, filling up the pipes. The pipes double as storage, which is interesting. I'm gonna have to take this down and put it back in facing this away. Yeah, so what you don't want to do is be like, I'm a YouTuber, but one of the big ones. I make enough money from it to pay my bills, don't you worry. Person who just asks what my job is, but isn't very online, so doesn't get that. You know, I don't know. I go to a lot of mental lengths to sort of avoid accidental bragging. I love bragging on purpose. I think it's really funny and great. I don't like accidentally bragging without realizing it. Okay, so we have no pipes. We need more pipes. Where's the car? It's all the way over there, isn't it? Fuck. What does your player character look like? I wouldn't know how to show that right now. The only time it gives me a 3D view, I think, is either when I'm in a car, which I can have a look at when we get to the car, or when you're in those tubes. Oh yeah, you. Ah, shit. We really got to get rid of that. You can see a silhouette in the inventory screen. Yeah. God, why did I leave... Oh, I left the car so far away because I was putting the electricity in, of course. Should have just... Oh, I couldn't disassemble the car, of course, because it's got stuff in the inventory. So, the pumps to get this thing up and running, and then when they're running, and then oil production, is maybe going to trip the power, but all we need is enough production to get to fuel generators. So we should just beeline for that, really. Just, like, produce on the spot whatever it takes to unlock fuel generators. So we can set up a proper, like, pre-nuclear power plant. Well, we can't be having that, can we? Look at that. It's clipping through the dune there. Isn't on. Why is too long? I don't know. Could put in another one now. There we go. Hey! It sank back below. That's bullshit. Look at that. It's like a little sag to the line. So this is pretty far. Oh well, at least the power's in now. The pipes are going to take a little a little more. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got another 100 in there. Capra Demon also kind of sucks. Yeah, there's some Souls bosses where the real enemy is not the boss, but the camera, which is unfortunate. It's something they like to do in every one of them. There's like one or two of them in Sekiro, where it just makes you fight in an area that's smaller than the camera is away from your player character. Alright, we gotta get rid of this thing. We just sort of knock you over. They're tough. They're too tough to fight legit. So now, of course, we're going to leave the car here while we put this pipe in, and then we're going to have to run back for it yet again. I'm going to have to go up a little. Nice thing about these pipe supports, though, is you can just stack them and go up by one level if you need to. Just gotta make sure that we are pumping the whole length. We should put a little storage on the other end, eh? Like, this is the sort of thing that will need a buffer, I imagine. And we're gonna have to run back at some point to get more of these sheets. It's a good job I remembered to put in production of them. Stop laughing at me saying pumping. Alright, so we're going through the second gap here. I could have said pumping through the crevice or any number of horrible things that you could make jokes out of, and I didn't. And I want you all to respect that. Nothing funny about me attempting to navigate my pipe through this. Hey, look, it's filling up. I guess the combined pumpiness of those is enough to push it up over these initial things. We'll still throw on a couple of pumps at the start just to be like, I'm not entirely sure how they work. So this thing's kind of getting stuck a little. pumpiness. Yeah, that's the sum of the output of the pumps is the pumpiness of the system. Alright, so through here. That's a pretty big lift. And we're nearly out of pipes. This car through this gap now. Yeah, no problem. So this is gonna be. Oh, they all keep falling down, and then let's just try and get out of this area as quickly as possible. Before we get shot to death. So this will take some pumping. Not gonna flow up this hill. Apparently I'm just a piece of shit apparently, because it is flowing up that hill. It looks like it will fill up. Okay, so we just have to generally track the power poles back, don't we? That rhymed. Righty-o. Let's go and get some more copper sheets. And anything else we might need to make those pipes. So bouncy. We're gonna need hundreds. We went out there with hundreds and we've only just made it past the wall. Let me up here. Thank you very much. Yep. I need more bounce pads. Ugh. That's what the player character looks like. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should go and clear a little inventory again. I keep picking up enemy parts annoyingly. Farewell, Casey. Congrats on the tick. Okay, so what do we even make these out of? It's just those, isn't it? Yeah. It's pretty funny that they put in pipes, but the pipes aren't made out of pipes. They're made out of copper sheets. But there's already an item in the game called steel pipe. I guess it's just a different sort of pipe. We're so close to having oil. It's gonna be so good. We just need to finish this pipeline through the desert. Start hooking stuff up. Any more? Oh yeah, there is stuff I could be getting. None of it takes very long though. I'm gonna have to do multiple trips. Pipe bits, I think, and hope that this thing doesn't trip the power once we turn all the pumps on. Like a fair chunk of my electricity right now is just going to running the water pumps that feed the electricity system. They've made it much trickier. In a way that I appreciate, because it used to be that you'd get coal gens and you could just go hook them up to like coal, and that's it. So if I was smarter here, what I'd do is just like create a little platform, pump it all the way to the top, and then just have it flow down. Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. Is that another big one? No, it doesn't look like it. Still not happy about where that's pathing there. Oi! Stop it! Piece of crap. Gonna need to go get more plates as well at some point. Yep. Need more iron plates. God damn. This is expensive. I guess once it's in though. Oh, we're getting nowhere. It's glacial. Who knew it would take me so long to just lay some pipe? The other people I saw talking about this built off-site refineries instead of piping it back to their main base. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. For now, though, I want to do it for here. At least some of it. Well, that's us. Every one of these takes 4 plates. Do that. Alright, let's go get the car. And then a whole bunch more plates and sheets and other pieces of crap. I don't know, we made a fair bit of the pipeline there. I wasn't wrong with saying it would take a whole hour to hook it up to the base though. Yeah, okay, so we hop over this dune. And then we have to go uphill a little bit more to hop over this dune. And it's pretty flat for a while. Whee! And then we can run along this ridge. And then we're in, basically, aren't we? I won't actually set up storage right now for the oil, because I don't know if I need to expand that platform. I probably do. Hang on. Oh, I had 100 more plates in there. Completely forgot about it. Oh well. That wouldn't have got us all the way there anyway, so it's best we grab some more stuff. Including more sheets. You always need sheets. So yeah, just those 2 things though, I think. Where am I going now? Bottom floor of over there, right? Hey, we're all full on concrete. Look at that. Oh, getting the occasional little hitch now. I like those. And the game's like, oh no, you're doing something bad. Alright, that'll do us for now. I would personally add a buffer in the pipeline now for future proofing. What, you mean like a little area of storage and then... You alright there? You alright, car? So it was dying on me a bit. Well, I was going to set up storage at the base once I knew how much oil I was going to need. But yeah, I think I'll do it that way. Oh no, I'm stuck. There we go. Storage tanks under the factories. Yeah, well, I could... Once... We're about to unlock bigger storage tanks as well, as the thing. Which will be more space efficient, I think. God damn, it's gonna take fucking forever to hook this thing up. Alright, so no oil is making it down this far. Yeah. It's just too many different points where too much lift is needed, I think. Well, we'll go back through and sort out the flow once we're done. So I actually want these one higher, I think. There's no point giving up verticality if we only have to pump it back up later on, is there? Like, this is about as high as that dune over there, so if we just stay at this height, then we'll only have to... We can pump up once here, and then just stay that high the whole way over. This one will have to be quite high. That one. Toast sandwich. What? Why not just... It's just bread. It's just all bread. That's ludicrous. So here. I think that's good enough. Yeah, it's pretty straight. Still need to come up a little bit though, unfortunately. But then it's all downhill. We don't want to lose too much height though, because we're actually like at the right height now, I think. I just put that way too far, didn't I? That was me not measuring. Yep. Yep, I'm a fool. going to have enough of any of the materials I've got on me, I don't think. I'll defend chip sandwiches. Yeah, of course. Chip and crisp sandwiches. Definitely. Was it worth it? Chip butties, yes. Everyone likes the name butties. I could go for a chip butty right now. It's impossible for me to say the word butty without sounding like haughty and dismissive about it. It's a problem. But actually they are very nice. Ten years later, we got crude oil to the base. I guess, you know, it might be easier to set up off-site and then just have a long conveyor belt or a truck. Oh, hello. Sorry, I started that one. You weren't even attacking me. No train. Well, you can't get trains until you've already got some oil production up and running. I mean, yeah, this could just as easily be a train with an oil wagon on it. You know. Which would probably be faster, less resource intensive. Probably be the same electricity cost as well, to be honest. Ugh. Soon. Has this reached the top here? Just about. Okay. God, the amount of pumps we're gonna need. Well, hang on. That's... Nope. Do not do that. That is super wrong. Right. We could do another one on top of here. Oh, the resource cost. It's horrible. Such a waste. I need so many pumps. And we ran out of rods. This chat's making me hungry. It's making me hungry now as well. Yeah. Luckily, we're right next to the factory, so if we need more rods, we can go get more rods. Remember when France had a massive Nutella shortage? And there were videos of people throwing fists over Nutella in shopping centres. Holy shit, it's only Nutella. Luckily, I live next to the takeaway then. In university, 1 year I lived above a pizza shop that did like a cheese pizza, fries, and a drink for like really cheap. And I think I gained about 3 stone that year, just because it was so easy to just be like, I can't be bothered not cooking. Right, are we gonna have enough copper sheets? Probably not. Let's grab a couple of 100 more. I love Nutella. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I could eat a jar of Nutella, which is why I don't buy it. There we go. That'll be enough pipes. Oh, sorry, sheets from which we make pipes, not pipes, which are made from steel ingots. Confusing. And also not tubes, which are what we fly through. Do you like the tree? It's nice to keep a bit of greenery around the place, you know. More homely. Sean pronounces tubes. Tubes. Sorry, tubes. I'm not an American. Thank the Lord I'm not an American. That's an awful lot of resources just to... I mean, we could just now delete all of those and just have the pipes floating in the air, but that wouldn't be very aesthetically pleasing, would it? Is there a cheaper thing you can use? Yeah, I could just throw concrete blocks down, but it would look uglier. That's the thing. Can use belt supports for the lower bits. Unfortunately, they don't stack. Now, you'd think they would. I tried this, but there's no way to stack them, even though, you know, they're on the same sort of layout, and they should be stackable. I think them not being stackable is probably just either a bug or an oversight that will probably be fixed in future. Because it would be even more aesthetically pleasing to not have all the pipe innards be there, you know. Can Sean do an American accent impression? No. Not well, anyway. Right, so we are... Let's move this over. Try. Hello, je suis un American. Right. Oh, fuck that. Look what happens when you don't measure. Give me an extra foot. Jesus. Perfect Canadian. It's odd this, because day to day I do a fair amount of voices for friends and loved ones. I really like to talk in silly voices a whole lot. On stream though, I don't like it. I don't like talking in funny voices. It makes me feel silly. Which means, somewhat bizarrely here, that I must care what you lot think more than I care what my friends and loved ones think. Right, how does this work actually? And then there's pipe wall through hole. That looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? It's like it's not round. Well, that's the pipe done. Now we have to put on a whole bunch of pumps. Let's see. We're not going to need... Yeah, we've probably got it. Enough cable as well. Yeah, this will probably be fine. Everyone using the highlight my message stuff. Tubes. God damn. I need 2 cars, really. I saw internet celebrity H Bomber Guy recently, and we both discussed a potential future for everyone's favourite character from any H-Bomb video, Reasonablest Bear. But who knows what'll come of that, eh? Hang on, we need to be on this side, don't we? Yes. But he's dead, how can he come back? Well, you can have a prequel. Or you could have Reasonablest Bear be resurrected somehow. Well, let's... okay, you didn't have to throw me into the air, game. Well, hang on, though. Where the fuck did my crystal oscillators go? I disassembled the car. And it didn't put all of the stuff that it took to make the car in my inventory. Did you all see that? Look, it didn't give me the crystal oscillators back. Or most of my biofuel. I just fucking lost everything that was in that car. Well, we don't have a car now. That's annoying. I only had 5 crystal oscillators. Boo. It didn't, like, spawn a box up top or something, did it? I had exactly... Grumble. Where's that dev who was in the chat the other day? I've got a bone to pick with you. Ah, fuck. Yep. Well. Well, we need a new car. A bone, you say? God, I should open my YouTube videos with that. Hello, everyone. Today, I've got a bone to pick with eugenics. Oh God, that's terrible. That's really shit. Ah. It's terrible. Of course I'm not going to do it. So one thing I'm going to do... I still don't really know the best place to put these pumps. But as long as we're not tripping the head lift, right? Which is obviously going to trip with every one of them because it's got to push it up like really far. So it just can't pump it that far, basically. But we... God knows. Right. We just put one in every so often. Shove that uphill. Right, and then we shouldn't really need another one. Now it's all full now. I mean, if I were making this, I'd take the sum of the length of the pipe's vertical movement and then just have each pump add on to that, because that's easier, right? So I figure that might be how they programmed it. Or did they actually do each individual pipe section, so you need to put them in specific places? Do what Cav has been telling you to do and explain in simple terms why eugenics is been. Yeah, I could do that. I don't like listening to Cav though. Okay. So I never know if it's better to put the pumps like on the start here or like just before it. I'm gonna go with before it. There we go. So flow rate jumps up, obviously. Head lift is exceeding recommended levels, of course. Because it's got to shove it up too large of a hill. So we put 2 more like here, right? I'm expecting to hear the chirr anytime now. Let's take a look at our power. Yeah. Creeping up there. Alright. What are we looking at? Hang on, that's I mean, it's okay, isn't it? We're pumping. And then it's just straight along for a very long time. I missed the trains. Me too. We'll get there in the end. This one's like a little bit too much of a gap, you know. I'm gonna go with one more up. Well, it flows. It's still flowing uphill. Just about. To be fair though, let's give it a little bit of a boost. To be fair to it. You know, like it cares. Okay. These are good little visual indicators of what's in the pipe and how full it is. I like that. And then this will be the next problem. Although look, they're filling up. Four electricities for each one of them. Probably putting way too many of these in. There we go. This should like start receiving stuff fairly soon. There we go, filling up. And there we go. How annoying it just deleted my car, eh? Alright, it's flowing down the pipe. I guess it's still a bit of a buggy game. Nice. Well done. I'm gonna put another one in. This will pay off in the end. What's your opinion on colony building games? I tend to prefer factory games myself. That's just me. I couldn't really get into ones where you set up a little thing full of characters. I get too attached to them and then sad when they die. I like there to be one character called me. Oh, there's a slug over there. I bet if we go closer to it, it'll end up... turn out it's in a rock or something. Oh no, it's just guarded by a little friend. I'm challenging John Romero to fight me in Dusk. Oh wow. Good lord. Well, good luck. Leave me alone. Okay, so oil, flowing, flowing, still flowing. Then this little hill might need some more nudges on it. We're still flowing through. What are we topping out at? Yeah, we still got loads to play with. Although, what's happened while I've been away over the past hour? Undoubtedly, bits of the factory have filled up and have switched off. So, as we're putting this network on, it's just replacing that power. Like if we went and took all of the... You can shove this up this hill, can't you? If we went and took out some like modular frames, the factory would probably trip the electricity now. Okay, so now we gotta get up there. We also need a hypertube. To get from our platform over there to oil production. But we'll worry about that once we double check everything's flowing right. Oh, of course. I'm gonna be on the second level. Clink. I like the one where usually it's a very refined sip, but then every so often the character just slams the coffee cup into their face. Like, yeah, take a hit of that coffee. It's a little weird. Logistics organization. So I might put in 2 little fluid buffers, like just here. It's losing that much oil. You know, who cares, right? And we can just double check that it actually, well, put that in wrong. That it is flowing in correctly. Nice. Lovely. And the fill rate is 299, so that's like, that's pretty close to 300. Great. We've got oil. Ho, 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 ho. So now what are we going to do with it? apparently a lot of people like to fall asleep to Sean's vids. Yeah, it's weird. I say this every time someone mentions that, but I've considered having 60 seconds of silence at the end of one video and then like a big ghost scream or something. Just to be an asshole. I can never bring myself to do it. Right. So first things first, let's go look at what we need. Oh, yeah. This is the first level, so of course there wouldn't be a walkway. It's funny to consider, but it's good you don't actually do it. Yeah. I also remember when I was learning Japanese and I was listening to audiobooks in Japanese, and I fell asleep listening to Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Just because it's simple sentences and it's a story I already knew, so it was easy to follow along. And the guy didn't really do any voices, the Japanese guy, at all, the whole time, until he got to Voldemort at the end of the book, when he suddenly started talking like a big evil snake. And I'd fallen asleep to it and was woken up by this like evil, raspy Japanese voice in the room, talking like a ghost, and it freaked me the fuck out. Alright. What am I looking at? Industrial manufacturing. That gets us our 2 new parts, which are definitely going to be made out of computers and heavy modular frames, I can just tell. So that will get us an industrial fluid buffer, and takes these. And then all of these will take, computers and them, which means we pretty much have to go for this next, because that's got computers and heavy modular frames in it. Which means just getting plastic set up, right? Yeah. Let's select that as the milestone. The cable and the motors are easy. Sean's a weeb, confirmed. Oi. I happen to find anime quite ridiculous. I'm not sure about this at all. Let's just hook one up for now, just to see, you know? You do need a lot of space for these, I forget. How much do they use as well? 30 per minute. And I completely forget how much we've got. Ain't got a clue. How much did these use? I can't even put one down to see. 120. And we didn't overclock them. Which would mean 240, right? Yeah. So we've got enough oil to play with for quite a while, I think. So let's just see how this works then. Well, that's
Hello there.
terrible. Thank you very much, Lucky Number, for subbing for 6 entire months. That's awesome. Your lucky number is 6. Hey, for 6 months. Oh.
Hello there.
Thank you very much, Codgers51, very good name, for subbing for, well, the first time. Thank you very much. Right, so there. Hey, tired. I am quite tired. I went out earlier today, and that stressed me out so much that when I got home I had a little nap. And I went to sleep and forgot completely what time it was. And then I woke up like 7 o'clock after having slept for like 90 minutes or 2 hours or something. And then was like, shit, the stream, I've missed it. And I jumped out of bed. But it was luckily not the case. So let's see. It's gonna be a goddamn nightmare, this is. What's it? Look. Heavy oil residue. So it outputs that as what? Fluid? Yeah, not like packaged fluid. Well, there we go. We got plastic coming in. Figuring out a way to put in these oil refineries and process the residual oil and store it, and then have extra processing for the residuals where we turn it back into something useful. That's all a problem for future, Sean. Today, we got the pipeline hooked up. That's pretty good. We got a lot done there, actually. We got concrete online. We got these industrial beams online. You know, it's not much of a throughput right now. However, you know, one machine going by itself for hours while you're doing something else can still output a fair amount of bars. Oh. There we go. Oh. What are we gonna do? Of course, because we got two separate inputs as well. God, I don't know. We'll figure something out, I'm sure. Also need to put in a hypertube to get over here. So we're going to be going back and forth a lot for oil, I can tell. Then we need plastic storage. Oh, how horrible. We need to produce rubber. We're going to need way more space. I'm probably going to expand that platform to make it a 20 by 20. Yeah. But I can't face doing that today. That's something for rested Sean. Just get a bunch of goo. If you walk into this, it doesn't affect you. You can walk around as normal. Sip the coffee. But if you jump, it realizes that you're in it. It's really weird. Oh, what a nightmare. We're making progress. I can't wait to see what modular engines and adaptive control units are made out of. God knows, eh? I mean, probably motors. And they sound computery, so probably computers and stuff. Then we got the big fluid buffer, and then I guess you can craft these and then feed oil into them somehow. Thank you very much, Jim13, for the bits. Sanders, plus 19. Jeez. Ho 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 ho. It's gonna be funny watching them trying to spin that, isn't it? Gas mask's not too interesting. Then, this is what we're aiming for, really. We need 50 heavy modular frames, 100 computers, and 400 rubber, and then we get fuel gens. Which means we can go find oil, set up extractors, something to process the oil. I'm not sure how that happens now. But then you get fuel generators online, which are way more powerful than our coal generators. Thank you, Talk Gibberish, for the bits as well. And then we get special faster belts.
Hello there.
Oh. Thank you very much, Tiggerix, for gifting a sub to Lucky Bun. That's very kind. Thanks a lot. Help, Sean. I can't stop playing Satisfactory. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem, isn't it? It's a good game. Oh, okay. So I need to go have a sleep. I will definitely be back on Wednesday. I'll probably stream this throughout the week on off times as well. Because I am enjoying it. And we're making really good progress. Like, I don't even have a jetpack yet. But look at all this we've set up, eh? This is way better than any of my previous factories. I like it a lot. Anyway. Thanks a lot, folks, for stopping by. Hang about for a second, and I will see if there is anyone who we can raid. And thanks a lot for all the support and the subs and the gift subs and the bits, as always. It's very appreciated. Yes, there are 2 people I follow online, so we'll raid the one who's got the less viewers, of course, because that's communism. Or whatever. There we go. Alright. I typed that in all caps by accident. I hope it still works. Alright. Thanks, folks. I will see you next time. Bye.